Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are just under 6 weeks out from the Olympia. So I'm going to be taking you guys through a glutes and ham session today. I'll also be training with Carrol, who's New Zealand's IFBB Bikini Pro, and she's also going to the Olympia this year. So we're both in prep together, which is actually really cool. So I'll be taking some training footage of exercises that we're doing, and I'll be doing a voiceover instead of talking in the gym, just to make it a little bit easier for you guys to hear me while I get a microphone sorted out. And I'll go through kind of little tips and tricks for each exercise and that sort of thing. So we had a quick look at me this morning just before or just after cardio. We're really happy with size and conditioning for where we're at for 6 weeks out. Considering we've also increased calories this week and pulled back output, we're still quite happy with where everything's at. So tomorrow is official check-in day, so Dean will make the plan up around what we're going to do next week, whether we're going to start cutting down to get leaner for the Olympia, or if we're going to push it for one more week of trying to put on more size, and see what we can do there. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, we'll get into it. Alright, so first exercise that we started on was the seated leg curl. So here we did 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, keeping intensity quite high and really focusing on the contraction through our hamstrings. So what you'll notice is we both have a wider kind of stance, and I've also got my toes slightly pointed outwards, as that really helps me contract with my adductors more. So it's definitely something you can try when you do a seated leg curl next. We're also doing a 1 second pause at each end range of this movement, so this helps us just really be in control of the movement throughout each rep, which is then going to help us get a better pump and better muscle growth from that activation. So now we're moving into the compound for this train, which is the hip thrust. So we had 3 sets of 8 to 15 reps on here. The first 2 sets we kept intensity really high and weight was quite heavy. And then our last set we had a back off. So we pulled the weight back and we had a rest pause for 2. So a rest pause is literally just we do our normal set of 8 to 15 reps, and then we rest for 15 seconds. Then we go again and try and get as many reps as we can whilst keeping form good. Rest for 15 seconds and then repeat and do one more last set. So generally you aim for about 5 reps on your first rest pause, and then it goes back to about 2 to 3 reps on that last set. Moving on to our third exercise for the train, which was a Smith rear lunge. So what you'll notice with me is I lunge down and then I slightly bring my foot up off the ground just to put that full weight through that glute that I'm working. When it goes on to Kate, you'll see that she actually brings her leg right the way forward, and that just helps her engage her glutes as much as possible. So everyone's different, and everyone feels things differently, so it's really important that you just work out what feels best for you with the areas that you're trying to target. So really trying to keep good control throughout the whole movement on this, and put full focus on that glutes, as that's what we're both trying to target. Weight wise, we generally go heavy on these, but not too heavy to the point that the weight starts to shift through to our quads, because we don't want to hit our quads in this movement, which can easily happen with the sort of lunge that it is. Now we're moving into a lying leg curl. So by this point we're already feeling very fatigued, and we had 2 sets on here of 8 to 15 reps, and our last set we had a drop set for 2, plus we also had 10 partials at the bottom minimum. So this was an absolute killer for the hamstrings, but it's very good and very effective for the muscle growth and getting that good pump. So you'll notice that we do have a wide stance on here as well, with our toes slightly pointed out. Once again, it just helps hit the areas of the hamstrings that we're trying to target. So definitely try and play around with this movement when you're in the gym next, and play around with that foot positioning, because the wider you go and with your feet turned out seems to really target the hamstrings in a good spot. Next, we're moving into the second to last exercise. I didn't actually get a video of the last exercise, which was just a cable abduction. But so here we are doing a dumbbell unilateral RDL. These feel really good for the glute tie-in area, which is, if you're a competitor, this is generally an area that you are trying to grow. So we're really focusing on getting a good stretch throughout the whole movement, and then on the way up, contracting with the glutes as much as possible. Main thing is just having the control throughout the movement at all times. Alright guys, so just got finished up training with Kate. So we both had a really good session. We did glutes and hams, really big focus on glutes, as we've both had the feedback from the head judges from our shows that we need more glutes. So really trying to put the emphasis and focus on that leading up into the Olympia. What I've definitely noticed this week is by having the increase in food, my pumps have been so much better. So prior to us going to the States, and even while we were in the States, I wasn't really getting many pumps, when I trained. So having the extra food this week has helped that a lot, and it's been really good to just kind of go into the gym feeling fresher. Definitely don't feel fresh by any means. I'm still feeling fatigued, but the extra food is good, so it's helping fuel those trains and get good engagement and contractions where I need to. So good session with Kate, and yeah, I'll be putting up more videos, so I'm going to try and do these once a week. So I hope you guys enjoyed episode 2 of Road to the O, and stay tuned because I'll be putting up another vlog next weekend. Thanks guys.